Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Heartland week, so this week, if you haven't seen the other few videos, I'm talking about Heartland, which is my favorite TV show out of all the TV shows I watch. I mean, that's not How to Train Your Dragon. So, today I thought I'd talk about how many seasons Heartland will have in the future. The show started in 2007. They finished their 13th season in the fall of 2019. And just recently they announced they'd be doing a season 14. Now, I personally don't know the release date, but they said they would be doing it. Maybe they canceled it already. I don't know. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. So how many seasons will this series have? Now, if you're like me and you're a Heartland fan, you'll want this show to continue on forever. Now, my family, my mom and my sister, they don't really like the later seasons of anything. Little House on the Prairie, they prefer the first 4 seasons. I kind of like the later seasons. Walton's the later seasons are okay, but the later seasons are really good. Now, Heartland, I don't really like seasons 12 and 13 that much. It's kind of a random plot line and sort of boring, and I don't really like grown-up Georgie. Some people be like, oh, come on, she's the best. I prefer tomboyish Georgie who fights with everyone and wants to be like Amy and isn't obsessed with becoming the best jumper or trick rider out there and struggles with boys. I don't really like that, and I don't like how, Lou, she should have either just stayed with Peter or when she ended not, Mitch, I don't really like his character. He's just kind of a random guy they added in there. So, season 14, coming out, I'm not sure when. So how many seasons will this series have? Like I said, I don't really like seasons 12 and 13. The other seasons are actually pretty good, 12 and 13. Now, yeah, like I said, if you're like me, you want the show to continue on forever, but something I've learned is all good things must come to an end, whether it's a good book, the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, Little House on the Prairie, the Waltons, Road to Avonlea. It can also, be a vacation that, like vacations they end, something really fun that happened, even your life. Your life will eventually end. I'm not saying, if you think your life is a bad thing, trust me, it's not. Life is a very, very wonderful thing. So that's going to end soon eventually. So when exactly will Heartland end? Now, Heartland is Canada's longest running TV drama. Hour long, even though the actual episodes are 45 minutes, that's including 15 minutes of commercials, though. So how long will this series go for? 20 seasons? 30? 15? Maybe I'll end up canceling 14 and end up just having 13 seasons. So, how long do you think this will go for? Now, the characters I cast, they are not that old, but they are kind of old. Sean Johnston, who plays Jack, is 60. So another few years, 20-ish years, things might get a little difficult for him. Not quite sure. Chris Potter is almost 60, and Chris Potter and Sean Johnson, maybe they'll want to retire, so how would that work out for Jack and Tim, and Amber Marshall is like 33? Well, I know Amber Marshall, most of the characters that play, like Amy, Ty, Lou, and those guys, they're all in their 30s, maybe 40s, so, and the person that and Georgie, Alicia Newton's like 19, 18, 19, I think. Again, if I'm wrong on any of the information, let me know. So, how many seasons will this series have? It's hard to say. it is Canada's longest running drama, so they might want to continue it. But for how long will they continue it? The story, in my opinion, is starting to get boring. So, I mean, you might not think it's getting boring, but they have come a long way since they first started. It is getting a little boring. They seem to be repeating plot lines and reusing stories that should have ended a long time ago. Like in season 13, we meet the person that ran that horse retreat, or that Ty and Scott ran into in season 3 before their plane crash, and Amy goes on a journey with them. Of course, season 13 did it didn't really end on a cliffhanger. It ended a way most Heartland seasons do, where, well, some seasons, like seasons 1, 6, they ended on 1 and 6 they ended on a cliffhanger. I think 9 is, seasons that they knew would be continuing after, like 7 and 2, they did add cliffhangers, where others like 2 and 5 also ended on cliffhanger. 2, 3, 4, 7 extra time ended on cliffhanger. 8, 10, and 11 all ended in a way so that if they ended the series, you wouldn't feel like they left something out or they should have had another season. But it still needed something. That's why they ended season 13. They ended it so that if they do a 14th season, it will feel like it's continuing on after that. But if they end the series, it's just a nice ending. We do know that if they do season 14, maybe some stories they have to continue on with, like Caleb and Cass are now pregnant or expecting their first child, so that might continue on with it. Lou is now mayor of Hudson, so how's that going to play out? What's going to happen with Georgia and Quinn? That story kind of ended on a cliffhanger. I don't really like that story. I kind of preferred either Wyatt or Adam for her, so how's that also going to play out? And Lindsay, like, maybe we want to see Lindsay grow up. Like, maybe she's not like her mom. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she likes horses. Maybe she's more like Lou, where she likes horses, she lives with them, but she's not into them like her mom. Maybe she's more of like a city person and wants to go somewhere. Maybe she wants to be like her dad and be a vet. And then there's also Luke. Is he going to end up staying with his mom, or is he going to end up going back to Ty and Amy? And now these are just all possibilities if, like, for season 14. So I guess this video isn't just how many seasons will it have, it's also more of what's going to happen in season 14. In my opinion, like, what I think will happen, but other than that, this is mostly just how many seasons will they have. Now, I didn't start watching this show till about last year. When the series came out, I was actually 3. At that age, I wasn't watching much TV shows. I was probably watching Little House on the Prairie, but I wasn't at the age where I would understand what was happening. By that time, I'd have to be like 6, 7, maybe 8 to understand what was happening. By that time, they'd be in at season 8. No, 5. You had 5 years. Season 6. And I'd be at a loss for it now. And I've just restarted rewatching the series. I'm only in season 7 after rewatching 1, 2, and well, actually I didn't rewatch 1 because I don't have season 1, and I just recently got CBC Gem. So, how many seasons do you think this series will have? Comment down below how many series you think this will have. Give this video a like and subscribe and click the notification bell, because it really lets me know that you guys love what I'm doing and that you want me to continue making videos. And if you don't, it makes me sad. It makes me feel like, oh, I'm doing all this work for nothing. And, yes, like this video, comment down below. Also, comment down below a good video editing website. if you guys know any, as I'm really looking forward to giving you guys some edited videos instead of me just sitting in my room and talking to my phone like I'm a maniac. Sometimes I think I am. Sometimes my family thinks I am. Don't question it. So, yeah, give this video a like. Stay tuned for next week. Next week, Little House on the Prairie week. Got some good ideas coming for you guys. See ya.